سلام، پپر هستم و خوش اومدید به یه ویدیوی دیگه. توی این ویدیو میخوایم بریم مرحله مرگ در خانواده هیتمن 3 و الکسا کارلایزو بکشیم. فامیلاشون خدایی سخت. لایک و کامنت و سابسکرایب فراموش نشه. اوکی.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
چرا؟ اینجا میریم. اینا رو نمیدونستم اینجا یه دیوار خرابه. اوه، از پنجره میتونم برم تو. خوبه، کسی نیست. یه بادیگارد ولی هست. شت، یارو متوجه من شد. ای بابا، خیلی بده الان. اما ما بدن تو رو باید بذارم کجا؟ ببینم کجا همون کموده. این کموده رو فکر کنم برای همین اینجا گذاشتم. بیا توش. خب از این لحاظ کارمون راحت تره.
Is Alexa Carlyle,
الکسا چقدر
unofficial leader of the
نزدیکه.
Providence Partners and last one to be alive.
تا حالا انقدر نزدیک ندیده بودمش. سلام خانم الکسا.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
اوکی، کسی میدونه این سقط شده؟
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
لپتاپش میخوایم ببینیم چی توش.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect
شیر
from someone
مرد با لپتاپ
suicidal.
بلده کار کن.
Zachary's suicide note.
سویساید نوت، نامی خودکشی. ها اینها رو باید عکس میگرفتم، یادم رفتم. خانومه هیچ حرفی نزد این دفعه. اوکی. او کتاب خونه.
A hidden door.
در مخفیه.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
این چی دیگه؟
Photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
قاتل کی باز؟
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Sir, I don't mean to be disrespectful,
Can you tell
but
me
you're
where you
a
were
little bit
yesterday
close to
evening?
me.
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well,
حالا
I
داره
spent
از
the
همه
evening with my
به همه
friends, but I
مشکوک
got an
شده این
awful
آقای
migraine
مثلا
to take to bed.
میگم هیتمن
Everyone
که
can attest
کی
to
اونو
that.
کشته با
I believe I
سم
went up when
توی
the boys sat
ویسکی.
down for a drink around 8 o'clock.
حتما.
Is that all?
خوبه تو چی؟
Gregory Carlyle. Can you
گرگوری
tell me where you were
گرگوری
yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn.
فکر کنم
On the
تو
other hand,
کشتیش.
staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
تمام شد. اوکی کوئسشن چه
You are
بلند
standing
میشی میخوای
very
بکشی
close to
منو.
me, sir. Please back up a little.
او مثلا فهمیدیم چه. اوکی اوکی باید بریم حالا بقیه خانواده رو پیدا کنیم. باشو آفرین کارت دارم آخه.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide.
باید بریم بپرسیم.
Sure, he was upset by mother's supposed death. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca, they had a long talk.
ربکا
Did you know that he
با
hadn't left
روبیکا
Thornbridge
باید حرف
Manor in
بزنیم.
nearly 50 years?
اپلیکیشن
His
روبیکا.
plants, mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Wait to get her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
But he was such a gentleman.
تو
Even
چی
his coat
هستی؟
and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about
روزیه.
Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own.
I
Okay.
think you are coming on a little too strong, mister.
How are things
Because-
coming on your side? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
آقا بقیه ویدیو رو گذاشتم برای پارت دوم چون گفتم شاید حوصلتون سر بره و وسطای ویدیو رو قطع کنید و خب از ویدیو لذت نبرید. برای همین میره پارت دوم. برای دیدن پارت دوم لایک و کامنت و سابسکرایب بکنید تا پارت دومش خیلی سریعتر بیاد. خیلی داستانش خفن، خیلی قرار فکر کنیم و اینکه شما رو تا ویدیو بعدی به خدای بزرگ میسپارم. فعلا پیس اوت.